Hey there, everybody. Welcome to Confessions. Everyone wants to confess. Not everyone wants to hear them. Today, I'm joined by someone who is one of the most regular guests on this podcast. I'm super excited to have him back from Utopia, from the 7-Eleven ads, from the Toyota ads. It is the wonderful Dave Bloody Lawson.
Thanks for having me back.
I'm going to give you a little clap. I'll give you a little clap.
I'll give you a clap too.
It's great to have you back.
There was one point where I was the most
frequent guest
on
33% of all of the episodes, of all of the episodes across.
But then life gets in the way, and then
life gets in the way.
Well,
It's too busy to podcast. The actor Stephen Curry took over for a bit.
Who's actually
but now he's back out.
He's my neighbour as well.
Yeah.
So do you and Cuz have fights about it over the fence?
About a free podcast.
Damn, he's my friend.
That's right.
I'm better friends with him.
And someone who I'm a huge fan of. He's been on the podcast once before, a couple of years ago. He's an international superstar.
Yeah.
I met him when I was 15 years old.
Oh,
Yeah.
Isn't that
We were in
huge?
a strange relationship.
It's a strange
Wow.
relationship. He actually replied to an email of mine about a school project I was doing at the time and was very kind. It is the wonderful Tim Minchin.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't have to clap yourself if you don't want to. Tim.
What was the
Me.
school project?
The school project was you had to interview someone about their job. And I decided to reach out to an international superstar, Tim Minchin, and he replied. He was very nice in the email. It was very lovely.
At
I
this
wasn't
stage,
an
Tim
international.
living in Melbourne? Had the
I believe so, yeah.
Just about to go to Edinburgh, I believe, at the time.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I
Just
think it was
just before you exploded.
yeah, after my first
My mum took me
Melbourne
to
Comedy Festival.
Yeah, my mum
which
took
is
me to
nice.
see your show at RMIT.
Yeah.
Wow.
And then I went.
So
to
you got in just in time. I reckon if
Just in
you'd
time.
emailed a week later, you
Absolutely
might
not.
have gone
Yeah.
as is.
Yeah.
And the
I had
thing
a poster
is,
of Tim
though,
on my wall. The
what's
flyer.
interesting is I've regretted answering that email ever since. Like
that
I'm
still
literally
podcasting?
sitting in a half-empty, squalid room in the middle of Docklands, surrounded by fruit flies, all because I answered that fucking email.
All those years ago.
There's my soundbite for the episode. That's lovely, Tim. Thank you. I'm moving house, just so you know, as well.
Yeah.
So there are things that have exited the room. I can't explain the flies, though. That is on me.
Well, they know there's a rental, there's free.
There's free rent,
They
that's
noticed
right.
the house is emptying, so they've moved in.
They're in sort of a holding pattern at the moment.
They
They're
are,
not sort of
yeah.
just waiting to come into land.
Yeah, they are those little fruit fly things that just sort of do a grid.
That's right.
As if
yeah.
they're searching for something. Like we
For
all
something
are.
more interesting in a way. Yeah.
Yeah.
How does it feel to be back live touring again, Tim? Because you came back with a wonderful show back, which was incredible. And now you're doing a run at the moment, as we record this, at the Comedy Theatre in Melbourne.
Yeah.
Are you loving being touring again and out there on stage?
Yeah, it happened without much thought. I wrote a TV show that I haven't been able to sell yet, and so I'd kind of kept this year free because I was optimistic about. I thought it was really good, and someone's going to buy it, and I'll spend the next little while making that.
Yep.
When it became clear that it wasn't going to be so easy to get made as I thought, I suddenly, when I've got dates and I'm renovating my house and it's much more expensive than I thought it was going to be, I thought I need to work.
Yep. Yeah.
And
Can't sit around with the flies.
no, can't sit around with the holding pattern. And and I thought, I haven't played solo for 15 years. And also this continual attempt to move, to not get stuck in the stuff I got known for.
Sure.
And I don't want to take the piss with the audience, but it's this slow extraction from the idea that I'm a comedian. And so I'm doing this tour. It's just me and a piano, and I'm not really playing the comedy songs, and people seem to like it.
I've got tickets. I'm excited.
Have you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you, Dave?
Full
Have you got
price?
tickets? Full price, of course.
Wow.
Always pay for full price.
Yeah.
I haven't yet. No.
He answered that one email and I've been paying full
Yeah,
price.
that's right. Been paying for it ever since.
I only found out it was on just then.
Just then.
Great. Yeah, yeah.
So good.
I'll jump on.
The promo's obviously working.
You're lucky
well.
you have a small baby, otherwise you'd have
I'll jump online and go
that's
to
right.
the website.
What about you, Dave Lawson? Because last time you were on, Utopia was just coming out.
Yeah.
What's going on in your world right now?
That was a huge success.
Huge success.
Yeah,
Millions
big show.
of viewers.
Downloads,
downloads?
what do they call them?
Streams.
Streams. So that was great. So
Yeah.
probably wait another 5 years and we'll do another season. That's seems
So
to be
you're
5
just
years
waiting
between
for
each
now?
season. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I'm parenting.
Dave's doing pretty well.
I'm parenting at the moment.
Yeah. It's
So
going
that's
well,
my-
though. You loving it?
Yeah,
Yeah.
love it. I love it. I could just, if someone said, "Do you want to do this as your job?" That would be my job.
You'd say,
So
yep.
much fun, isn't it? You've got some little.
I didn't do.
grown-ups.
I didn't do a lot of parenting, but yeah, no, my
he's
kids
met
are
them.
17 and 14.
Right.
But we had our baby our first baby in the same year that my career, the year after that,
Yeah.
when I met Sam, and
So that's the goalpost of everything.
yeah, we were sort of we were sort of
Sam and after Sam.
happily poor and struggling in Melbourne, and then suddenly
Right.
we were living in London, had a new baby, and I was my opportunity had come, so I sort of just started working and
We have
forgot
to
stop. Yeah,
You have to do
Yeah.
that.
You have to, absolutely.
But
Yeah.
my partner Sarah was a social worker here in Melbourne, and gave up so she could come to London and support me. And that's the sort of job you're doing, is because your partner's, booming in her work, and you're doing the support role. And it's a big chat, but the difference in how people would perceive you than her, there's lots of ways in which it's different. Sometimes men who are the support partner and the primary carer of the kids are sort of sneered at, but actually in 2023,
which it is
people
now,
would
time of
think
recording.
you're a god. And when my wife says, I just look after the kids, people sort of immediately are disinterested, whereas a man who does it is like a legend.
Yeah.
It's like
interesting.
somehow even that's patriarchal.
I mean,
and you are a
we're here to talk about confessions and not
We
go
are.
too deep, but there are challenges also,
Yeah.
and sort of, it's
Your own
challenging. The
confessions.
stereotype of what my role is, or a man's
Yeah.
role in
Yeah.
the family
You're
is.
not as welcome
Yeah.
in the mums groups. My friend Josh Zepps, who's got a husband and twins, and he and his hubby found it and moved back to Australia with brand new twins and wanted
Wow.
to get involved in mothers groups and stuff, and they just did not feel welcome.
No,
Really?
I mean, you
Have
go
you
to a
tried?
mother's group and start to suggest how they should achieve a better latch with the baby.
Yeah.
You get kicked out pretty
Why?
quickly.
You mansplaining to the
have
women.
You go, here, give it here. Let me
Give it
just
here.
let me
Show
just
it.
shape that a little bit better for you.
But you're always doing that. That's
See what
funny.
I'm doing with my nipple.
Something like this.
Do it
Their
like
mouth goes this way, not that way.
Yeah.
All right, give it here.
That's great. That doesn't go well. Is
Give
what
me
you're
a
saying.
go.
Give me a go.
I've been
Hold on.
kicked out of 3 mothers groups
It's not right.
because I tried to because apparently I'm not a lactation consultant.
Apparently.
All of a sudden.
Harsh way to find that out. Now, but you two have known each other for a while. But Dave Shed
Not
show.
very well.
Oh, Dave
No,
Shed show.
It was
when
very
Yeah.
brief.
live
Yeah.
show
Yeah.
was wonderful. Are you doing any more Dave Shed show? Is that coming back?
That was we were about to go again because Tim
Yeah.
came on the Shed Show live.
Great.
I don't think you knew what was happening. You sort of turned up halfway through and
No,
was like,
I don't think I was at my best that night.
You were
I
fantastic.
remember
You were
not
great.
being particularly on.
"Oh no,
you
you're
just
fantastic."
come from a show, didn't you?
Sam was in the
I
audience.
was in the audience. Absolutely.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, it was a great night.
I think you
Don't
might be
lie.
being hard on yourself there because it
And
was
Mark
fantastic.
Wilson was playing Mark.
Mark
Yeah.
Wilson,
The actor Stephen Curry was a puppet.
Ryan
Yeah,
Shelton,
Cousins.
Ryan Shelton now, who's Imperfect's
yeah.
podcast, was
Yeah.
the warm up guy.
Wonderful.
Everyone went on to.
Who's who? And you. You went on to the bigger stuff. Absolutely.
I
This
went on to the
podcast.
biggest role of my life,
That's right.
being a father for the second time.
That's right, yeah.
That was, but we were about to go again. Then obviously the world shut down, and then I was
Yeah.
like, forget that. I
Yeah.
got other, and then my life took a sort of left turn from
Yeah,
that too.
absolutely. Yeah, but Dave
So I
Shed
went
Show
into-
might come back. At
So
some
there's no
point.
reason why not.
Yeah, absolutely. Have you still got the set in your garage?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's all ready. It's just plug it
Just
in.
waiting for the
Just
moment.
waiting for it. Waiting for the Shed Show
Someone
live.
says go, let's go.
Yeah, that's right. Now, this podcast is all about the wonderful world of Reddit confessions, and I know you two are going to give out some great advice. Now, Dave is the best guesser because he's done it so many times, Tim. He can always guess where these lovely confessions are going to go. Which is not a skill that you need, but it's just a lovely.
And I
it's
feel
a
like
lovely
every
skill.
time there's a guest on,
Yeah.
to explain that there are generally only 3 confessions that come up.
4.
Is there 4?
Always 4. Yeah,
There 4?
Yeah.
There's
It's
one.
not- it's not
There's
a
one.
lot.
There's one. Someone's had slept with someone they shouldn't have slept with.
Yeah.
Someone shit themselves?
Someone's shit themselves or shit somewhere they shouldn't. And then there's this other one. And I reckon you would probably be able to come up with a word for it. That happens a lot. It's people end up with a relationship or having sex with a ghost. It's
I
quite
thought you were
regular.
going to say goats.
No ghosts. No,
Imagine if that
with
was
a
really
goat.
common.
that would
with
go.
a
Oh
goat.
yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, no, that happens.
No ghosts. So it's,
Men who sex with goats.
yeah.
but ghosts.
Ghosts.
What is
Yeah.
it? It'd be
ghost
like
ghosts.
not
Ghosts are big, that's right.
a spirit sexual or a
Yeah, what is it? I don't even know. Yeah,
Yeah.
spirit sexual.
a poltergeist sexual.
Poltergeist sexual. Poltergoofer. Yeah, so
Poltergoofs.
it's a huge thing. It's a huge
Phantom
thing.
fingerer. I don't know. Like,
A phantom finger is quite
Yeah.
nice. Quite poetic, really. And
Just a posthumous. yeah.
Can't get a ghost pregnant though.
absolutely not.
Posthumous
tried.
sexual.
Lord,
yeah,
have you tried?
Yeah, posthumous sexual.
Yeah.
It's quite
That's
nice.
necrophilia. That's different.
It's very different. Now, I've got 4 wonderful confessions from 4 lovely people today on the podcast. And look, we're going to give out some advice and solve these people's problems today. Now, we've got the first confession today that comes from gorgeous Amanda.
Oh, I love Amanda.
Love Amanda so
G'day,
far.
Amanda. Shout out to Amanda.
Amanda confesses, there's only one way to describe my dad,
Oh, God.
cocksure.
Oh.
What? Yeah, what does that actually mean?
It means they're sure of themselves sexually,
right.
physically.
Cocky.
Is that cocky?
Cock,
Very
all right,
cocky,
yeah.
Cocksure.
Yeah, like a rooster cock.
Like a rooster cock. Like a
yeah.
big cock.
Yeah.
Rooster cock.
Let's all say cock a few more times before we move on.
He always has been. And to be honest, most of the stories I've heard about Dad from when he was younger was that he was a big pants man.
Okay.
Right. It's
Oh,
not
so
a
he
nice
wears
thing to
big
say, though.
pants?
He wears huge pants. That's right.
And is that the British pants? Like just wears big undies? Or the
Big
Australian pants, like rapper,
Big
like,
wife, right? Yeah.
like rave pants.
Probably rave pants, I think.
The
Yeah.
oversized
Big
pants.
pants, man.
He looks good. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's not something you necessarily want to know about your dad, but it's just the way it is, I guess. So you can't
I guess
fight
that
it.
is the way
I guess it is. Yeah.
It sounds like he hasn't told her that, though. It sounds like she's heard through the grapevine.
It's come from
Through
different
some of the people whose pants he
He's been wearing.
Yeah.
been bigging up.
You don't want your dad to go, I used to be a bit of a pants man.
Yeah,
to
back in
your-
the day.
To your daughter.
Yeah. No.
Before everything was ruined.
Amanda. Guess who used to be a bit of a pants man? And his
You're
dad.
looking
daddy.
right at him. Your daddy.
You're looking at him.
You're looking at him. I'm certainly
Cut to his wardrobe. Just rows and rows of huge pants.
I'm certainly not going to be asking any more questions anytime soon. Great. That's fair. Great. It is, and it is great.
Okay. Anyway, so the time I fucked a ghost.
While shitting myself.
Yeah. Anyway, he's dead now. And he won't believe what happened.
But I think it's nice to know that Dad had good sex life before he met Mum.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know
It
if
is
that's good
nice.
to know.
That's really nice.
It is nice to know that. It is nice. Yeah.
Given that mum's such a bore.
Yeah.
Given that
She's
mum's
awful now.
clearly not into it.
And maybe after too, who's to say? So
Oh,
she's not
maybe.
questioning
Oh.
if Mum and Dad had a good sex life too.
Oh.
All right. Yeah. It's nice. This is nice so far.
Or maybe he kept being a pants man. Playing
playing
maybe
around.
She's just casually saying maybe he kept going.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Could be.
Very open-minded, Amanda.
Yeah, she's good, isn't she?
I
like
think
her
she
so
sounds
far.
well adjusted.
Yeah, calling a dad cocksure in the first sentence is pretty screams well adjusted.
Yeah.
I feel weird even writing this, and I don't know why I'm going on so much about it. We don't know either. But
No.
I guess what I really want to say is that Dad is having an affair.
Oh.
It's no surprise to me, really, from all the stories I've heard in the past.
He's a pants man.
We've heard about this.
Yeah, hold on. Start again.
Can we
Oh,
start the
yes,
whole
that's
thing
right. He
again?
was a pants man. I forgot about that.
You've lost me.
Yeah, totally.
A friend of mine told me that maybe Mum and Daddy have an open relationship.
Mum and daddy?
If you're going to do it, you're going to go mummy and daddy. You can't go. You
can't add a
mum
Y
and
to
daddy.
daddy.
Yeah. Open relationship, but I know that is not the case.
No.
I saw Susan leaving again last week.
Who's Susan?
Well, she's going to go on and explain it, but
she a
it's
goat?
always assumed she's a goat. I don't live at home. I'm not that sad. She writes. Yeah, she's not that sad.
How sad are you? Not
Pretty
quite
sad.
that sad.
Not quite that sad.
I'm different sad. I
I'm sad, but it's a different
don't
kind
live
of
at
sad.
home. I'm not that sad. I live in a dumpster.
But I do sometimes call in and check in.
Oh, good.
It's all good stuff. The other week when Mum was away, I decided to pick something up from home. I have a key, so it's no big deal. And I'm certainly not breaking in. This is old stuff we don't need to know, but it's just good. Good flavour.
I love that she thinks the reader might think I'm breaking in. Better clear that up.
I'm not a criminal.
Yeah.
Good to
I
know.
was wearing shoes.
Does anyone take the keys off their kids when you move out? They go,
Yeah, give us the keys.
Give us the keys.
Did you
Yeah.
get these copies?
Gun and badge.
Yeah. Gun and badge.
As I walked up the driveway, I hit around the corner when I saw Sexy Sue walk out.
Okay.
Sexy. Sue.
Very sexy Sue. We always called her Sexy Sue when we were growing up because she just seemed so glamorous
Family
and confident
friend.
woman. Yeah, absolutely. Always. Who seemed to love sex and her body and all things you read about.
Oh, what do you
I do read a lot about that.
Dolly Doctor.
Like
Dolly Doctor,
like
sex and
Israel and Palestine. Like
that's right.
All the things you read about. Yeah, okay.
Sexy Sue's involved.
Yeah.
Sue.
She's also Mum's best friend.
Oh.
I saw them exchange a short kiss and just looked like they'd been in the act several moments before.
You can tell.
Beams of sweat,
Flushed.
I imagine.
Probably flushed.
Probably flushed.
Bit of
Yeah.
flush being around the neck.
Oh,
area.
that can happen. I've heard. I've read about it
Close your
online.
legs accidentally down one leg of the pants.
You can definitely
You
fit.
can just tell. Dad, that's the downside of having such big pants.
That's right. The only
You
downside.
put both legs down one leg.
Yeah, he's got caught
Yeah.
and pretended that he didn't just do it.
No, it's just
Oh,
the new
sorry,
look.
Sexy Sue.
Yeah.
I waited around that night to have a conversation with Mum and Dad over dinner. I brought up Sexy Sue in a casual way. Mum said she hadn't spoken to her in a long time and really should. Dad looked very uncomfortable. It was almost like he'd been found out without saying a word, but that gave me all the confidence I needed. should I bring it up with mum?
Busted.
Busted, absolutely. Now, the wonderful people on reddit.com love to comment and give their own advice.
That's
of course they do.
That's quite a big part of what
Quite a big
what it
part of
is.
what Reddit is.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to explain that
It
to you,
should-
Tim.
Yeah. No, well, I've never been on Reddit,
Oh, no,
but
and
I
you shouldn't.
understand it's not just reading it.
No, it's not just reading it. You've got
It's producing some content of your own.
That's right.
Ideally, an opinion firmly
For a
held.
podcast, yeah.
yeah.
Alligator, see you later. Thanks. Writes, never thought I'd say this, but I'd love to hear more about Sexy Sue. Lol.
Oh yeah.
That's fun. Yeah.
Yeah.
Martin the Pretender writes, reminds me of the time I caught my own husband having an affair. I wasn't impressed at all. I didn't think it's on the daughter to have told me though. A man needs to be a man, and that's all I have to say on the matter.
Oh,
Not true.
And you got Peter and the Giant Peach writes, back in my day, affairs were kept a secret for a reason. It hurts other people. It's very easy to have an affair. Even ugly people can have them.
oh,
Isn't that nice?
that's really good to know.
That's good
Actually,
to know.
I've been thinking I can't have one.
You have to be hot to have an affair. They're the reasons. What's a greater strength and characteristic is to not have an affair, not come, hold back.
What?
Not
Not come, hold back.
So if you sleep with someone
Yeah.
in an extramarital capacity,
You
but
just
don't
don't
come,
come.
Yeah,
You don't-
it's
you
fine.
haven't
It's not
cheated.
cheating. It's technically not cheating.
if you wear a condom, is it cheating?
No.
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
not actually touching.
I actually don't know.
I think so.
Yeah, we can look it up. We'll do it in the fact check. What do you think, Tim, in a situation like this? What do you think that she should do, our good friend here? She should tell me?
I'm struggling to care. Amanda, look, I don't. Well, yeah, I think she should probably have a chat to the old boy.
Yeah.
And go, you're clearly boning Sexy Sue.
Very
What
sexy,
should
so.
we do?
Yeah.
What do we do? Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you've got. I can here to help. I want this to be solved.
Yeah.
What about a trap? So mum comes
What kind
home.
of trap?
I thought you meant like putting a piece of cheese that
Like
you know Sue loves
A rat
in a
trap.
cage.
A bit of wine and a bit of
Suddenly
cheese.
Sue's just there
A dry
bashing
white,
her face against
a dry
the cage.
white and a nice sort
Yeah.
of a Stilton,
Something,
and then
Hoisted
something
by her
soft,
own
a little
petard.
bit blue.
Yeah.
And there she is. You got
Sexy
her.
Sue with a
What
bit
would
of
you do with her once you
with a
trapped her?
quince paste as well,
Bit of
maybe.
quince paste.
She would
and then
like that,
once you
that's
got
for
her, stick the whole cage in the back of the ute, drive her out to National Park, let her go.
Let her go. Let Sexy Sue go.
Yeah, tag her so you can tag her just for research and let her go.
Yeah, and then she'll find her
Research
way home.
purposes.
She'll find her way home though.
Is anyone? She always
That's the
does.
trouble. I always come back.
Sexy Sue always returns. Yeah. So, do you think that you sit down with the old boy and you have a conversation with him?
Did you come in Sexy
Did you
Sue?
come, Dad?
Oh, Jesus.
Yeah.
Daddy, did you come, Daddy?
Oh, no.
I think the chat's is a nice way to go about
Absolutely.
it.
Yeah, I think
Dad, this is
dobbing
happening.
dobbing on your dad to your mum's going to cause problems.
Absolutely,
obviously in your family. Like
Sure.
then you're betraying, even though your dad's betraying your mum, you're then betraying your dad's privacy or whatever.
Yep.
You know, talk to daddy.
Give
Talk
him
to
the
Daddy. Have a
opportunity.
conversation.
Give him the opportunity.
Talk to Daddy.
Talk to Daddy.
Talk to Daddy. Have an honest conversation. What
That's
would you do?
Talk to Daddy. That's the name of the movie.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah,
This
Talk
is
to
going to be a
Daddy.
movie.
Yeah.
Talk to Daddy.
Talktodaddy.com. Don't go to that.
Definitely don't go.
Don't.
Don't go to that.
Don't go to that. What would you do, Dave Lawson, in a situation?
Well, obviously the trap would be first. So then mum comes home.
Yeah.
I'd sort of set it up. Maybe get their phone, send a few.
Yeah. So it's not a cheese trap, just to be clear. So it's
Cheese,
not a rat trap.
a charcuterie trap.
A charcuterie. Charcuterie.
Charcuterie trap. Set that up.
Yeah.
And
A
snap.
trap de la charcuterie.
Yes.
Oui, oui, yeah.
Trap
Well,
de
the French do affairs a lot, don't they?
They do
part of
affairs
it.
Yeah.
heaps.
Culturally,
Yeah.
it's
Culturally.
very acceptable.
Is it?
Is
I
it?
think so. Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know it's acceptable. Well, they just don't do it. They just go, whatever, you're French.
I think
Oh,
so.
wow, I didn't know that.
So
Is
we
that
could.
true, Tim, in your travels? Have you noticed that French are pretty open to
I've
it?
never had a French affair.
No.
So I don't
Yeah.
know.
I haven't. No, I mean I've heard.
You haven't either.
No.
Just to be clear.
I've only been to France for 3 days once.
You can't have an affair in that
Can't. It's not enough
Not
time.
possible.
No,
Yeah,
it's really
yeah,
hard
not
to get.
Impossible.
C'est
Possible.
impossible.
Yeah.
Possible.
Trap. But I think the best thing is to sit down with Dad and say, "Look, I'm going to give you the opportunity
Yeah.
to come clean to
Explain
Mum.
yourself.
Explain yourself.
Yeah. Did you come?
Did-
Tell mum. if
Tell
you
Mum.
come.
Look Mum in
Did
the
you
eye
come?
right now and tell her, did you come? I think that's the only way forward, isn't it?
It's probably not. Sue's just the tip of the iceberg, I'd say as well. If
Sexy Sue, yeah.
he's a pants
absolutely.
man is what we've heard.
Yeah.
I think it's
There's
not
probably
just
more.
Sue.
There's probably more.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
yeah.
and it's a shame for the friendship, the long-term friendship of the
Yeah,
family.
that's sad,
What
isn't
about
it?
sit down with Sue?
Oh, I'll sit down with Sexy Sue, have a conversation. I saw you leaving.
Oh, good call.
Yeah, did Dad come in here?
Beautifully put.
And if she says no, all right, then you won't mind me doing a swab test.
Yeah. Yeah.
And you have it ready to.
Don't make me get a
Don't make
cage.
me get.
Don't make me put you in this cage.
I don't want to.
There's three options.
Yeah.
There's the national park. You let me do a test, and if there's any sort of genetic material from my father, then we'll know you've been cheating.
Or you can leave.
Or you
get
can-
out of
You
town.
can get out
so-
right now.
Or
Start
you-
a new life, sir. For God's sake,
Gun
start
and
a new
badge.
life.
Here's a passport with
Yeah.
a new identity.
Your name on it.
Okay.
You're
Fuck
now,
off, sir.
we've changed your name to Unsexy Sue.
Full name, unsexy Sue. Start a new life, so good luck. Best of luck. Well, let's move on to the next confession then, because we absolutely solved that. I think a national park is great advice. We've got the second confession today that comes from Michael. Michael confesses, I lied and told a girl I own a wine bar.
That's great.
Isn't that good? I like that, yeah.
Yeah.
We were chatting, rather an innocent and lovely conversation, until I realised she liked me. A bit of shock for him. There was just something there that I hadn't picked up on. I recently got out of a long-term relationship and had my confidence battered in a lot of ways.
I can do that.
Absolutely. I've been through the same.
It's enough to make you. It's enough to make you invent a wine bar.
It is enough. It is enough.
yeah.
I just couldn't let another person in.
Oh,
That wall was up and there was no getting into it. Not even a Trojan horse, haha. It's a little funny thing from him. Doesn't really make sense, but sure.
little classic edgy Greek humour.
Some of my favourite.
No wonder so many girls like him. Just referring back to the Greeks, chicks dig that.
I found Troy so funny.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
such a funny film.
How funny is Troy?
One of my favourite comedy films. So I met this girl, Anna, at the wine bar and things were going swimmingly.
Oh, Christ, he's not going to say,
Oh, he's
I
at
own
a
this
wine
place.
At a wine bar, yeah.
Guess who owns this place?
You're looking at him.
Looking at him.
Look at these pants.
What do you want?
What do you want? I'll just go behind the bar and get it. Don't worry about that. I'll fix this up. We chatted for an hour. That led to 2. And soon when it came time to telling her that I work as a mortgage broker, well, I just
now I see.
yeah.
That explains it. Yeah.
You have to just make up.
If I had
huge
to
lie.
say either I am actually, if I had to tell the truth and say I'm a mortgage broker, or lie and say I own a wine bar,
I'll go for the wine bar every time.
yeah.
You'll catch me saying mortgage
That's
broker.
a terrible thing to say. I've availed myself of the services of mortgage brokers. Who
Yeah.
am I to sneer at them?
You know, I think it's just fun to. It's one of those careers. Like lawyers
Stupid
get
careers.
Go, you
lawyers,
just have a go at them.
lawyers get a bit, mortgage broker, real estate
Accountants.
agents,
Yeah.
Accountants.
accountants.
Yeah.
We
That's
all,
that-
We
we
can
all
name
need
heaps
them.
more. Do
You know
name
what?
more?
And maybe this is a learning opportunity for us that we could all be better and
Yeah.
More generous.
more generous. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's actually true.
I think mortgage brokers could be pretty cool.
Yeah,
Haven't met one, but-
I've known a couple, and
They're all right?
they're as good and as bad as all the other people I've met.
Do you reckon there are people that actually owned a wine bar and they just told you they're a mortgage broker?
I think I know someone who's owned a wine bar, but now I'm starting to wonder.
Questioning everything.
You would.
Totally.
Well, Justin said that I owned a wine bar. I have a passion for wine, and once I said it because it has always been a dream of mine, then she asked me all about it. Now, I'm not too bad of a liar here. My friend Max has a wine bar, and so I decided to go down the road of describing his wine bar and what he's done with the place. I just changed the his to my.
It's easy.
It's that easy.
Easy
It's
life.
easy.
It's
Yeah.
easy. And made sure I kept up with the lie. That's where you have
Yeah.
to be careful
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah.
Don't
No,
slip
no.
into mortgage broker territory
No.
again. Of course, then she gave me her number,
Yeah.
of course, and said that she'd call me. I'll call into the bar one day, or that perhaps I could take her on a date there sometime.
Oh yeah, perhaps.
Max is a bit of a cokehead.
Oh yeah. Wow. Okay.
This is
Sideways.
And I don't mean to say anything bad about Max, but there is a possibility that he might let me run it for a week when he wants to have one of his wilder benders where he doesn't come home for a few weeks.
Right.
Pretty big for Max to come home
So
for a few
if
weeks.
he runs it for a week, but Max doesn't come home for a few weeks, who's running it the other week?
I'm worried about it. I think we might have to step in.
Maybe
Or you
the
might
girl,
ask her.
maybe the girl could do it.
Second date.
I think I
Run
see
a
where
wine
this
bar.
is going.
Yeah.
This girl now owns a wine bar. That's what's going to happen.
I feel as though maybe I could get away with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
reckon.
yeah.
I told her that I co-own the bar with Max and that maybe I could even word Max up on it and ask if he'd do me a massive solid for the girl of my dreams. Now, it's a big lie. It is a
What's his
big
name?
lie.
He just
Liam?
went girl of my dreams.
Michael.
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 You know,
You can
Michael.
call him Liam if you want.
Michael. Sounds very. Michael just wants to have a wine bar. Why doesn't he quit his job and open a wine bar?
Yeah.
It sounds like he loves. He's got a passion for wine.
got
That's
a
what he
passion.
wants to do.
Yeah.
He felt good saying
Saying
to this
that-
girl, "This is what I do," rather
Yeah.
than he's got some sort of shame about being and mortgage broking is an honourable career choice.
Yeah. In the short term, though, would the girl of his dreams be impressed if he, cut forward 4 weeks? Sorry, it took me so long to get back to you. I had to buy a wine bar
really quickly.
I lied and said I owned a wine bar, but because I like you so much, I bought a wine bar. Do you think she'd be like, okay? Or do you think she'd be like, never call me?
Weirdo.
Yeah. It's a weird thing to do.
He could name it after her.
That'd
true.
be fine.
Yeah. Anna. This is
Girl
called Anna.
of my dreams.
Anna. Girl
Anna.
of my
Oh, is it Anna?
I think it's Anna. Yeah.
Girl of my dreams.
Anna's.
GOMD.
Oh, that's
Gomd.
nice. Gomd.
Let's go to
Gomd.
GOMD. What's the stand for? Girl of my dreams. That's kind of cool.
Quite nice.
Fun.
Gomd.
Yes.
But then
Sounds like a drug.
But if he says, look, what if he calls her and says, Anna, the other night I got so carried away. I really liked you.
Yep.
And I said I owned a wine bar, but I'm actually a mortgage broker. But in saying that, I realised I want to own a wine bar, and having a chat with you sort of gave me this clarity.
I'm sorry I lied. I just was nervous and then I got stuck.
But I am going to actually buy a wine bar. I was inspired by you.
Yeah.
And when I open it, would you like to be one of my first customers?
Wow.
Okay.
And drinks on me.
Good.
Drinks on me.
Good.
Oh, no.
And-
No, cost price.
Cost price, yeah.
And charcuterie. That's not for free.
Staff discount.
Charcuterie. She shoots, not for free.
Charcuterie. And it turns out to be a trap.
Gotcha.
And Sexy Sue's still in there.
Yeah.
You got to release them. That's what you got to do.
So what about killing Max?
That's
Because
interesting.
he sounds like
Coked up, man.
he sounds like a mess.
Cokehead.
And there would probably be people lined up. He might have a few sort of hits on him.
I reckon he might.
Yeah. So get him to leave the wine bar to Michael in his will.
Yeah,
So
okay.
get him to change his will and then whack him.
With a
Just take him out.
what about another trap with a bag of coke in
Yeah,
in the
bag
middle?
of coke, a cage, bag of coke at the end.
Under a stick.
Put him in.
Yep.
Drive him out. Put him in the back of the ute. Drive him
Yeah.
out to the national park. Tag him.
Well, you got to tag him. That's what you. Nothing gets past you,
Because
Tim.
everyone, for research purposes. And then send Max out into the national park.
Yeah.
Tell the police he's gone missing.
Yeah. Do you inform the police?
Begin a
That's looking
national
sus.
search. Be part of the search
Oh,
party.
great. Lead the search party.
Lead the search party.
Real
So
psycho.
that no one's going to suspect you.
Absolutely not.
And then
Not for a bit.
and
Until
then
you're owning
people
his
will
wine
say,
bar.
well, he's gone. So
And he was a bit of
his
a cokehead
will-
too, so
yeah,
that's
exactly.
not a
Police are
surprise.
going to go. It's
Yeah, not a surprise.
obviously. And
They go
then
missing all the time.
when does the will kick in with an undiscovered missing person? Oh no, I haven't thought this through.
Yeah, I know.
By
Just
now,
like-
Anna's going to be like, "Why aren't you calling me? I've just got something. I have to sort something out."
It's been 6 months.
Yeah, I'll see you at Girl of My Dreams.
Yeah, I'm going to dispute a will really quickly.
See you at my wine bar in 8 months.
Yeah, great. Okay, that's a good way forward. So getting rid of Max is probably the best way forward in this situation.
It's easy. It's the easiest.
It's the
option.
quickest.
It's the quickest
It's the
and easiest
quickest.
and cleanest.
It is clean. Yeah. Okay.
And then,
whack Max.
him and Sue sort of meet up out in the
Sexy
forest.
Sue, yeah.
Suddenly we've got little,
Have little sexy cokehead babies.
Nothing wrong with that.
bouncing around.
Yeah,
Bouncing around.
Yeah.
That'd be nice.
he'd have to come.
It will.
He would.
Yeah, 100% would. That cokehead of...
Yeah. Cummy. Cokey cum.
What does coke? I'm not a coke person.
not
What
either.
does that do to your sexual?
I've never had coke
abilities.
before. You don't talk
Mate,
about
I'm
anything.
drinking a...
Drinking
you're
one
having
right
a
now.
Coke.
It's
full
fizzy.
bloody can of it right
Fizzy.
now, mate. I tell you what, gives you a big hard on.
There's my
This is-
soundbite.
yeah,
That's my
that's your
soundbite right there.
soundbite.
Now, the people on Reddit love to comment under it. Marty Blarney093 writes, good for you, my guy. Start a relationship off on a lie.
Yeah,
You know who did
wow.
that? My grandfather. And now he's dead.
Shit.
Don't know if it's related.
The weird thing about it is I didn't know that. I didn't know that his grandfather did that.
You didn't know that about Marty Blarney.
That's new news.
Hang on,
to
his
me.
grandfather started a relationship on a lie, but
Yeah.
he had grandchildren,
He had
so
grandchildren.
it must have gone all right.
Must have gone pretty well.
Done fine for Marty.
the
If I were Marty, I wouldn't look a gift horse in the mouth.
Shut up,
Kicked
Marty.
it straight in
Look
the
about
teeth.
biting the hand that feeds you.
You've got Cat Lover 73. You got a cat, seems like a dog person. Yuck. That's what she writes under that. Disgusting. They
Who's
comment on
got a
everything. They're saying Cat Lover 73 comments about cat stuff all the time on most Reddit things. Just saying you sound like a fucking dog person. Henrietta in the mustard sweater writes, if you really think she's the girl of your dreams, then go for it. Go to Max and tell him the truth. Tell him you're weak. Tell him you're a liar and a psychopath. I'm sure things will end up well after all of that. Weather's finally looking nice out there. Might go for a walk before I hit send on this. Sure he did.
So she went for a walk.
She went for a
Came
walk.
back
and then
thought,
came back and went,
"This
that's
is pretty good.
keeper.
I did really well
Good
here.
to have a think about.
Yeah.
That's right, yeah.
What do they call it? Cooling off period.
Yeah.
She went
In
for
the
a
mortgage
walk.
brokerage business.
So
I think it's
maybe I should delete the bit about how I just went for a walk. But I mean, it's true.
Seems relevant.
No, it's true. No, let him know.
Could have made it past tense,
Maybe
but she went for it.
psychopath is too harsh.
Yeah,
No, he needs to know.
That's absolutely right. Yeah,
It's look, these are all making sense.
luck
There's a
to
lot
you.
of good advice there.
great advice.
Do you
mostly
reckon-
park related.
Do you? I reckon people lie more than they realize they do. I think little lies probably have. I think of myself as like almost allergic to lying. Like I'm really, but I don't know. Do you think you exaggerate when you're talking to people you're trying to impress? And
A little bit, I think so. Yeah, I think it's pretty easy to get caught in a little white lie or something,
Yeah.
and then you have to kind of keep lying to keep that to save face. Sometimes
Yeah.
you lie, Dave.
I mean, you've been to my wine bar.
Yeah, beautiful, beautiful part of town.
yeah.
And my restaurant chain, La Porchetta. I took you there once too, didn't I?
You did.
And all of them.
On the house, all of them. I didn't know that. Yeah,
Yeah, all of them. And JB Hi-Fi.
great electronics.
So, yeah, help yourself when you're in there.
help
Just
yourself. Say it's on Dave.
all the DVDs you want.
Whatever you want.
Go to the bargain bin, take what you want.
Confession 3 comes from Callum. Callum confesses, we're all 10 years old at the time, and my friend was a lot cooler than me.
Oh.
Wow. Cooler than Callum.
Cooler.
Like to meet that guy.
There's no one cooler than Callum.
He always had the best clothes, designer, and so much going on with his hair.
Oh,
Stussy? What's he wearing?
Probably a Stussy.
Probably Stussy.
Oakley.
Oakley.
Oakley's quite nice.
Rip curl.
Rip curl. All the cool
Quicksilver.
kids. Quicksilver. Yeah.
He got into
Best
gel.
boogie board. He had the best boogie board.
Always the best
Had a-
boogie
And the
board.
fins.
And a
And
case
the
for it.
fins.
Really nice
Really
case
good
for it.
fins. Yeah.
He got into gel before the rest of us.
Gel?
Yeah.
Hair gel.
Is that a band?
Hair
Oh,
gel.
hair
No,
gel.
no.
I bet gel is a band, by the way.
Could be.
Let's look that up while you're reading.
Tim's really interested.
Gel.
And always had the coolest haircuts. He had an undercut when it was cool, frosted tips when they were in, and he got a mullet before anyone else.
Oh.
You're not impressed?
No, I am.
You don't like this? You're just saying all these
I don't think
haircuts.
you got a
I
mullet
know. I know.
before anyone else.
We all knew Callum.
Yeah, absolutely.
Had all
Real
the
cool looking
all the
guy.
gadgets. Had the Reebok
Oh, hold on.
pumps.
Callum's the writer.
Yeah.
Who's
Callum's
the cool
writer.
kid?
Who's the cool kid?
Hasn't named him.
Oh,
Yeah.
unnamed.
Probably
Gel.
call him. What is
Gel is an American hardcore punk band from New Jersey, formed in 2018 as a side project of power violence band Sick Shit.
Sick shit.
Power violence band.
I like that. What is a power violence band?
I don't know. Sick
Heavy
Shit
punk.
is a good example.
Sick shit.
as well. It's a
If you wanna
circular
listen-
definition, but that's all I got. Suck shit, bro.
Suck
Gel.
shit, bro.
Oh, it's 2018. It's not that long ago.
No, they're still going.
Well, imagine trying to see a hardcore punk band called Gel through the pandemic, but that was hard.
Let's
Best
start a
they best
band.
power violenced through it, I reckon.
What's his name? So Callum's the writer.
Callum's right. We
I
don't
reckon-
have a name for the friend just yet.
Troy.
Troy? Do you wanna
it's
call him
gonna
Troy?
be Troy, isn't
Troy's
it?
funny. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very funny, Troy.
Or Jared.
Jared, definitely
It'll be
Jared.
Jared.
Braden, something like that. His parents always got him the coolest caps too. He had the slickest Zoo York one,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
were all envious.
Well, so what era are we?
Zoo York. I think this is maybe later 90s, early
Later 90s?
1000s.
Yeah, early 2000s
Right,
maybe.
yeah. So this guy might be 30, this Callum.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. He let me borrow it a few times, and I remember parading around the house in it until my sister told me I looked stupid and stopped trying to look like my friend. It's not very nice, of
Jared.
sister. You look stupid.
You don't look like Jared
You don't
Callum.
look like Jared. You're
You
so
look like an
uncool.
idiot.
Loser.
You haven't even got gel.
Jesus Christ.
There's nothing going on with your hair.
You're nothing.
There's a
Callum.
lot going on with Jared.
Jared's got so much. Oh my god.
Jared with a Y.
Jared,
Oh,
definitely.
yeah.
Yeah. Two Ys.
Y-A-R-R-O-D.
Yarod.
Jared.
Jared. Well, this one time he got a new cap, and we were all at the water park. What's going to
Oh,
happen?
wet and wild.
Do you want to guess what's
It's
going to
the
happen?
hat's going to come off on the slide.
Hat's going to come off on the slide. It's better than that. It's better. I promise it's a better confession.
Going to shit in the cap?
Yeah.
100%.
See, he's good.
He's going to
He's a good guesser, isn't he? You're such a good guesser. I can't believe it every time.
I just think, what would I do? What would I
You
do?
shit in the cap for sure. Not even if you
What would
don't
Dave
even need
do?
to.
Before, yeah.
WWDD.
I found out later this uncle had just died, and they were commiserating at the water park, and he had just given him the Zoo York cap.
The uncle had given him the Zoo York.
Yeah, as a
Oh.
final,
and then died.
and then died. So they commiserated at the water park.
That was
which
his
makes
last
sense.
breath. And
Yeah,
Maybe
That's my
the
Zoo
cap
York
was the only thing keeping him alive.
Maybe.
took it off his
Shouldn't
You
have
don't know
given that away, should you?
Yeah, maybe.
I didn't realize that was the source of my power.
Sue York.
Bring it back, Jared. Fuck you, uncle.
He's at the water park.
You gave it to me.
See you later, loser. Enjoy dying.
He put it on him and told him to never lose it. This was the uncle.
okay.
Yeah.
Oh, the uncle said never lose it.
Never lose
Never
this
lose
cap.
his cap.
Wow, that's a
Big thing to put on a
burden
kid.
to put on a 10-year-old.
Don't
My
as you're
dying
dying.
wish is you don't lose this cap.
Ever.
Whatever you do.
One thing I know about 10-year-olds and caps.
Yeah.
Maybe it's got a treasure map in it or something.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. Yeah. It's laced with.
Treasure maps.
Yeah, that's true. With heaps of treasure maps.
Yeah.
I was a kid who couldn't hold back on what I was eating. That's where this
Oh, wow.
comes from.
I love it how they just drop like the main story quite late.
Quite late
They
on.
bury the headline quite a lot. Like, this
Yeah,
person's
exactly.
got a terrible eating disorder, but we started with gel.
All the gel in the world.
Yeah.
I was always shoveling things into my mouth, and I had little to no restraint for what I put in my mouth. Pardon, Vicar, something like that. Very nice.
At a water park.
At a water park, yeah.
Probably a hot dog.
Probably a hot dog. Yeah.
Bucket of chips.
A wine bar.
A wine bar.
Wine bar. Couple of dimmies.
As soon as we arrived at the water park, I knew that it wasn't going to end well. As I felt my guts drop, I dove behind a wall where I saw his cap, and I let out a shit into it.
The
Well, hold
cap
on.
was behind a wall. Was he like, I'll hide it here so no one steals it?
It must have been on something. I don't know. It could have been on.
Do we think it is dived?
I think
Not
it's dived,
dove.
not dove.
Dived.
Dove behind
You want
a
it,
wall.
but that's dove.
I dived
I
behind
dove
a wall.
behind a wall.
I dove behind a Yeah, that's true. He dove behind a wall.
Classic dove. Shitting in a cap.
He could
luck,
be a
my
dove.
dove.
We
You could
don't
blame
know.
a dove. You could have said that's
That's a
definitely.
The dove's really good.
That is a big old dove turd.
If I've ever seen
If
one.
I'm saying it, that's a dove turd.
Just points at
I
it.
would no one anyway.
It was awful. As soon as I was done, I threw the Zoo York cap into the bin. And I
Oh.
was done. It's not nice, is it?
No.
The whole thing was done. And what did I have to show for it? Was I proud? No. He never found out who did. It would be very funny if he was proud. I think you should be proud of that.
Was I proud?
Yes.
Yeah.
Actually, pretty
Well,
proud. Now that
Funny,
you are.
funny you should ask that.
You got delivery at your door? Little red trucks?
Oh, yeah. No,
Oh,
it's
Red
a
Cross.
Red Cross. I'm not answering that.
No. What could they possibly be doing in the world right now? That's useful.
He never found out who did it after he found the cap, but he did suspect it was Jamie.
He
who had been
found the
concerned
cap?
about it. So he did find the cap.
Right.
But it's covered in.
He went through a bin looking for a
He
poopy
must
cap.
have. Well, I guess if the uncles
This
put all of that on
story
you.
sounds
Yeah.
like nonsense.
Yeah, it does. They had this huge falling out over it a year later.
Who did?
And I never said a word. Jamie, who he suspected was the one that shit in the cap.
Oh, we still don't know whether it's Jared, but we're happy.
Don't
with
know.
Jared.
Maybe it
Oh,
was
so
Jamie,
Jared's blamed Jamie.
Yep.
Not
Yeah.
wouldn't have thought Callum would do it.
No.
You
I
did
don't
that,
think
Jamie. I did not. You're exactly the sort of guy who'd poo in a cap and put it in a bin. No, I'm not.
No, I'm not.
You're just thinking of my dad. He's that kind of guy. But
It was a dove, man. I'm telling you, it was a
the
dove.
sins of the father.
Fuck you.
Fuck you again.
Fuck you, Jared. Fuck you, Jamie.
They had this huge falling out over it a year later, and I never said a word. Feel like I need to, but who knows? I could reach out to Jamie. I could reach out to my pal. Maybe it's all gone a little too far. All right.
There's got to be more fallout from shitting in someone's cap. It's going to go around school. He's going to turn up to grade
course.
5 and everyone's going to go, oh, careful, he might shit on
Yeah,
it.
Jamie's the one that shits in caps.
Yeah.
Watch out if you leave
I
Uncle
need to
leaves
know
you.
what year. Is this a 15-year-old
They were
writing?
10 years old.
No, but how far?
Oh,
is this
yeah.
guy 20 years down the path still wondering whether he needs to
I reckon it
do
might
something?
be. Let's say he's like 30 now. Yeah.
I reckon.
Yeah, probably about 30.
You're just judging by the cap era.
To the cap era. Yeah.
Yeah, by the
he's
cap.
writing about it now. What would you do?
Well, this has gone on long. He's probably watching all
Long
these.
enough.
He's probably on Facebook and seeing Facebook posts about it. Jamie's life has just
Yeah.
gone bad. And he's like,
Just
"Fuck,
posts
I know-
about it every day.
I know
About the
why
shit.
this happened because his life. It's a real sliding doors moment.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah. It meant the world to Jamie, I think, at the time.
You know
that
what?
meant a lot.
This has got trap written all over it.
Yeah, and he's asked his friends. He's gone. Should I talk to Jamie about this? And
Yeah.
they're like, Jamie, and he's like, yeah, Jamie. Oh, cap shitter.
Zoo York.
Old
Cat.
cap shitter. Yeah, you should probably.
Yeah.
Oh, Jamie blamed it on a dove.
Yeah, that's right.
That guy.
Cap shitter's in prison.
Captured us in
He
prison.
would've.
He would be too.
Yeah.
He probably is. We don't know. After, the poor uncle's dying.
He wouldn't have been invited to sleepovers. Wouldn't
No.
have.
Jamie, yeah.
Jamie had to find a whole
What do you
new
reckon
friendship group.
Jared's doing? Is Jared
Do you reckon Jared's well?
30?
He's 30 years old, and do you think that he's got a good life now? He's writing on Reddit late at night.
Callum.
Life could be. He could be living with his parents.
Oh, that's pretty sad.
That's
It's not the saddest thing, but it is pretty sad. We don't know how sad that is, but it is pretty sad. Yeah, what do you do, Dave Lawson? Do you think that you would hover over his Facebook page and...
I think this is weighing on Callum's mind.
Yeah.
The only reason he's going to do it is for himself. He just wants to clear his own conscience.
Yeah. It's all about him, really.
I think bringing that back is going to help anyone
No,
else.
you're not going to.
No.
They're just going to go, oh, cool. Thanks for telling me 20 years down the track. Hope you feel better about yourself now, Callum.
Yeah. Uncle's still dead.
Yeah, and you still
so you
can't
know.
wear hair gel.
Yeah.
You'll never be able to wear hair
Yeah.
gel. And my sister, I bet your sister's still saying you look stupid walking around that house. Do you think, Tim, are you a pretty open person? Do you tell people stuff? Would you ever have something that you're thinking about and kind of want to reach out to someone and apologise for something?
No, well, I'm a sort of brutal utilitarian, so I would literally go, what are the outcomes that would benefit everyone else? I definitely wouldn't if it was to salve my conscience. I'd just go, it wouldn't be useful to other people, so it's mine to... I just have to keep that turd in the cap, so to speak, in metaphor.
Keep it under your hat.
Yeah, keep it on.
Keep it on your
So annoying. I knew that was a joke there. I hate
That was
you.
a lob up.
Keep it
That
under
was
your
the
hat.
alley-oop. That was the one
Keep
too.
it under my hat. No, I blew it by doing the wrong one. You had to save me.
This is also the first confession that we've had that you haven't suggested going to a park, getting tagged.
This you
that's
put
a
a
good
little, you
point.
put a little, a sort of more modern version of the hat to trap him, like a fedora,
Yes.
Yeah.
like
Fedora.
something a 30-year-old would like.
Yeah.
To trap
lovely
who?
fedora.
Jared. We want to
Jared?
Jared.
I want to trap Jared.
So we'll get a big
Fuck him.
trap and
I'm
we'll
over
get
it.
a cap exactly like the cap.
Yeah, well, yeah.
And go, look, there's a cap like the one you got
dead
shat
uncle.
in, but it's clean. It's completely clean. Like
Yeah.
you'd have to get one. You have to go online, go on one of those websites that you can buy stuff on. What do you
a
call
vintage,
them?
like a vintage
Vintage
marketplace.
one.
Vintage one.
Buy it.
Yeah.
Put it in a trap.
Yeah.
And then Jared wandering on, still hair gelled
Tag,
everywhere.
yeah.
30 years old.
That's a Zoo York.
Yeah.
that
And
is
then he
your-
wanders in. Down
on.
comes the cage.
Boom.
Into the ute.
Into the ute. Where are you
Out to
taking
the,
him?
I'm thinking
the state park.
the
Yeah, yeah.
national park.
Straight to the same park.
Yeah.
Let him out. Off he wanders with his hat on. Tag him for reset.
Of course.
He's got the
Well,
hat.
you're not stupid.
And then
You're gonna tag
Sexy
him.
Sue suddenly
Sue.
sees some
Yeah.
new meat turn up with a cool hat and hair gel and
Yeah.
goes, all right.
Yeah.
They start breeding.
Stop breathing.
Lots of little baby
That's what happens,
sexy hat wearers.
And that's all you need in life.
Meanwhile, old mate Callum the confessing Cal,
Yeah.
he's let loose to shit in hats.
Yeah, as much as he likes.
as much as he
I
likes.
think he
Well,
should just get over the guilt.
I think so.
I wonder
absolutely.
how his eating's going and stuff.
I'm worried about that with his
It might have manifested into sort of more of a.
IBS or something.
Control thing.
He's got he's
it's
had
IBS.
IBS.
For,
Yeah.
IBS for a long time though. He's had
Absolutely.
that since the water park.
Yes, the water park.
There was a, I
When
went to
everyone was
a,
commiserating.
I went to a water park once. I've been a
bragging.
couple of
Come
times.
on.
to
Here we
water
go.
park. Yeah.
What
Here
ones?
we go.
What do we got? What do we got?
And I was there,
Dave
and
with
this
his war to park
no.
stories.
Here's a game. I don't know if you probably get kicked out if you don't make it. But you take your shorts off at the top of the slide. Your bathers off.
Your what?
Your bathers, your swimmers or your togs.
Yeah.
At the
So
top of
your
the
little
slide. So,
penis and balls are out.
so they're hanging out.
Little, come on, Tim.
And then you throw the togs down first, and you got to chase them and put them back on before you get spat out the
That's
bottom.
fun.
Wow.
That's a fun
You want to feel
game
alive?
play.
Wow.
Yes, now I do. I didn't know that was.
You don't want to get spat out the bottom of a water slide in front of families with
No,
your pee.
little PP hanging
No,
out.
hanging out.
you want to get them.
Yeah, you want to get them on and get them on the right way.
That's a fun game.
Then
You
one of
played this
those-
recently?
No, I wanted to, but as advised
said no.
against.
Yep.
Yeah, the people that went wild said sorry.
Oh God,
Put
you
your
can't do
pants
anything
on.
anymore. Can
Why are you
you?
taking your
God.
pants off?
No
Top of the
pants,
slide.
no slide. Typical.
You know the rule.
Fuck the
You
man.
go so much faster with no pants on.
Yeah.
They cause
Get a little
drag.
accidental enema as well. Whoosh.
It does.
Yeah.
Straight up.
Clean you out.
Anyway,
Straight up.
if anyone wants to try that, can I be?
Put it on Reddit.
Put on Reddit.
No, I won't get in trouble for suggesting it. It's just a joke.
Yeah, it's just a joke. You're fine.
You're inciting illegality.
Yeah, I think I am.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fine. Don't worry about
Wait
it.
till the waters. hire the water park out for private function and then do it.
Then do
Yeah.
it with all
You
your
wouldn't be
friends.
allowed to do that. Then it's your water park. You can do whatever
You can do
like.
whatever you want.
Shit in a cap.
Shit in a cap. Anything fun that you like to do.
Yeah.
Well, let's
Yeah.
move on to the final
Oh
confession.
my goodness,
today.
there's more.
One more that comes from
This will be
Rosie.
This will be the ghost for sure.
Absolutely is. Rosie confesses. Picture me on an old farm.
Okay, hold
farm.
on. Is that all the information we get?
Yep, picture me
We
on
don't
an
know
old farm.
anything about Rosie.
Nothing.
Okay, so she's in my head
Sexy.
6'7", 6'8".
Okay, 6'7".
6 or 7 years old.
6'7".
Oh,
6'7". About 6'7".
Really,
Imaginations
really,
are running wild.
really tall
big.
lady.
yes.
Yeah,
Now
okay.
we're talking.
6'7". She's
Strong
How
hands.
old? Very strong. She's powerful.
One of those punk cool haircuts where one side of her head's shaved,
yep.
but it's like goes
Other
the
half
way.
gel?
Yeah, other half pink.
Yeah.
So
Listens
she's like
to
a
gel.
You're describing Pink.
She's not 6'7" though. Yeah, so maybe a 6'7"
Version of Pink.
That's what I'm saying.
On a farm.
On a farm. Yeah.
This is good.
Okay. And I'm seeing like circular hay bales.
Yeah.
Yep.
She's holding a pitchfork.
Yep. Great. Yeah,
and,
this is nice.
And like the overalls, but one
Oh,
side unclipped.
undone.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Is
90s
she wearing
overall
anything under
chic.
that?
Huh?
Is she wearing anything under that?
Yeah, like a boob tube, like a
yeah.
a sports boob tube.
sports bra.
And blunnies.
Bloody
Size 12 blunnies.
Of course, it's size 12.
Men's.
All right. This is
Absolutely like really fit and strong.
Yeah.
6'8".
Yeah, great.
There'd be a category for this
Absolutely.
on
Yeah.
On Reddit.
porno
yeah.
sites.
Porno
Yeah.
sites or porno sites.
Really?
Probably.
Probably.
Really?
It's probably categories for everything.
6'7".
Shit in a cat.
fucker.
100% there's that one.
Hundo.
Captured it.
Hundos.
Hundos.
Hundies.
It's quite a large property and a very old farm indeed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's how we
how
saw
you
it,
know.
the pitchfork.
That's right.
Big property for a tall lady.
For a tall lady.
Yeah.
My husband went away one night. We were working.
Rosie?
Rosie.
Rosie's
Yeah.
husband. Callum.
Callum. We were working and he needed to be back in the city for some very important business.
Husband, by the way, interestingly, 5'4".
Oh, he's a little guy.
Mortgage broker.
Yeah.
Little mortgage
mortgage broker.
Mortgage broker in
mortgage
town.
broker in the city trying to buy a wine bar.
Great. Stanley DeVito. Cast as Stanley DeVito.
Hey, DeVito. Yeah.
I never ask important business. I never ask what because he just tells me that I'll never understand.
You wouldn't
Yeah.
get it.
You wouldn't get it.
you wouldn't
you
get it.
moron.
Sounds like an awful
I'm buying a
person.
wine bar. You're a mortgage broker.
You don't get it. You'll never
don't
get
get
it.
it.
I'm in love with Anna. I'm leaving you.
That's right. Yeah.
Fair enough. I probably wouldn't. Sure.
She wouldn't understand.
He's beating her down.
I think
Yeah.
she's
She could take him.
Self-esteem's been
Yeah.
damaged by being so much taller than everyone.
Absolutely.
Yeah, and
he brings
he's-
it up all the time.
and he
What's
just
the weather
knocks
like
her
up there?
down.
Stuff
Yeah.
like that. Funny stuff like that.
And because of his own insecurities, he knocks her down all every day.
That's right, because
Just
he
chipping
actually
away.
feels bad.
Yeah.
And her friends are like, Rosie, he's just doing that because he feels insecure, and
Yeah.
but she doesn't believe it because he's been doing it for so long. She's got no
Rosie, he's
self-esteem.
so short. They bring it up all the time.
He's like, no,
Have you
it's
seen-
me, it's me, it's me, it's not him. I'm too big. No, he's too
big.
small.
No, he's tiny.
You're perfect, Rosie.
He's Danny DeVito.
Just if Rosie, if you're listening, you are perfect.
You are perfect just the way you are.
She sure is.
You are the right size.
That night, it was very, you are the right size. It's so funny. Whatever that means. Because it's a compliment, but I don't really know what it
that
means.
pitchfork looks like
Yeah.
a normal fork.
Yeah, it just looks like a table fork.
It's all about perspective, isn't it?
That's the fork's fault.
She has to hold it really far forward and you go, yeah, it's cool. Depth of field, I get it. Oh, yeah, that's a pitchfork. That night, it was very late. And while we were staying on the farm, I'd started turning in very early, I think she means.
Turning in.
Turning in, yeah.
Turn it in.
Oh, she'd been going to bed
Sleeping.
early.
Yeah, in a massive fucking
Big
bed.
Big
bed.
bed.
It's a big
bed.
fucking bed.
Yeah.
It's long.
It's very long. I was thinking, and he's very shit. It's a cop.
Yeah.
I was thinking there wasn't much I could do. I could stay up and read a book, but there wasn't much good I was going to get out of that.
No.
Reading sucks.
No. Well, you're not
So
going to get
boring.
anything good out of reading a book.
No, never.
It's only going to end badly.
Absolutely.
It'll end.
With death.
They always end.
They always
Start
end.
with books.
And then what do you do?
You just have to
Then
close
what?
it, move on.
Yeah,
Move on
to
with
get
start
another
again.
book. It's a complete waste of time.
Waste of everyone's time.
Sisyphean. Oh, I guess I'll start another book now.
If I have
What's
to.
the point?
So fucking
I
boring.
suppose this one will end too.
Like all the
Complete, it's a
others.
spiral. It's,
Real abandonment issues with books.
They just end.
yeah,
Always
this
end.
one's left me.
One night in the dead of night, I peered out my window to see an old farmhand walking by.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I
Did you?
bet you did.
Bet you did.
A little bit see-through, maybe?
A little bit see-through.
Oh my god!
I'd never seen someone out in the paddock that late, and so I walked out to ask him if he lived nearby. I think that's a good opening.
Was he playing baseball?
I don't think
He's
he was playing
old,
that. He's old, I think, yeah.
but she walked out to just a rando old farmhand walking
No,
past her
farmhand's
house.
Yeah.
in the
probably
night.
young. I reckon he's young.
You
She
He's
said
young?
old. She used the adjective old.
She said
Yeah,
old?
She said old, yeah.
Oh.
But
but confident of her to walk out. But I guess if you're 6'8", you do feel
Yeah.
you do feel very
confident.
powerful.
You don't
Oi,
feel as
cocksure.
vulnerable.
Oi, mate, what are you doing?
Oh Jesus! Oh, sorry, Rosie, it's you.
He told me he did. He used to live here and he had been away for quite some time.
Oh, by away.
Dead.
Okay.
Dead for quite, been dead for quite some time.
Another realm.
Another realm, yeah.
Yeah.
I asked him if he lived... Okay, she just says it again. And he said that he had been... And he died a century previously.
Oh, he died a
A
century previously.
I'm sure that's how he said it too. A century previously.
I died a century previously.
To the one you're in now.
Yeah.
I was so shocked, stunned, utterly stunned. And then he told me he was surprised I could see him.
Oh.
I guess you would be.
Sure.
Yeah.
You died a century
I mean,
previously.
I think we can infer from that most people can't.
Sure, there's not many
You've been so lonely for so long.
Of course. It says
Yeah,
big woman.
just farm handing around.
Yeah. He had been walking the land for such a long time.
There you go. You picked it.
And he's good, isn't he? And I, along with a woman named Carol, were the only two who had ever seen him.
Just
Just
Rosie and Carol.
Rosie and Carol.
now, Carol's an interesting cat.
Can't wait to see Carol.
Yeah.
Is she big too?
No, she's complete. She's like just sample size off the rack.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly like that classic
standard.
5'7.5".
Yeah.
Size 10.
Yeah.
Just fit, but runs ultra marathons.
Wow. I didn't know that. Okay.
Which might have something to do, like maybe you can only see 100-year-old ghosts if you are looking at them from a high angle, like Rosie,
angle.
Sure.
or if you get yourself into that sort of state of mind that ultra marathons runners get themselves into
in the flow.
a sort of transcendent state of mind.
Yeah.
That could explain it. I'm just saying.
could
But
explain it.
I'm getting ahead of it.
Makes a
though.
lot of
No,
sense.
we don't know anything else about Carol. Carol was only brought up one time.
Yeah.
We don't hear anything
Okay,
about
cool.
Carol.
Well, that would
you're
be
right
why.
to assume.
That's right.
We got chatting
Ultra Carol, they call him.
and shared a few laughs. I was taken with how handsome I found him. And then I felt as
Did
though
they go inside? Is that what she said?
it doesn't say that they went inside, but I'm sure they did.
I just need to picture her.
It's all the same for him, I think.
Yeah.
Found him, and then as soon as I wanted to take him right then and there.
Oh,
Yeah.
take him.
Can't
Put
just
him in a
take him.
Yep, there we go. Tag him.
Tag him. Here we go again.
Well, that would be interesting.
That
Makes
would
it
be
hard to
interesting.
tag, though.
Very
Can't
hard to
take
tag a ghost.
Incorporeal beings.
Can't.
Because
you
he's-
could need one of those plasma guns.
Yeah.
Yes.
Plasma tagger.
Plasma
That's
tracker.
one of those flags.
Get them on eBay too, with the cap.
Captain.
Zoo York. Because he's a ghost, I knew that not might be possible. So instead, I waited and waited. He told me that while we couldn't have sex, there were other things we could do. It's not a sexy thing to say. Isn't
Like
it?
Scrabble.
Scrabble. Yeah, we could just hang out.
Scrabble. Make a small donation to Medicine Sans.
To Red Cross.
Do it,
Yeah.
he says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do
Press
it.
send. Press send.
I'll go for a walk first.
And while I being careful not to be too graphic, mutually masturbate.
Oh. So he can
masturbate.
He
I
can
think.
touch
He can come.
himself.
He can
definitely
climax.
come. He can climax. He can make himself climax.
100 years he's been doing it for. So wanking
Apart
around.
from Carol,
Carol,
Wanking
but
around
we
the
don't,
farm.
We're just assuming that him and Carol.
we don't know.
Hooked
Yeah,
up.
that's wrong of me to assume.
Why would
Yeah, I'm not. I
a
shouldn't
ghost
be
and
like
a
that.
mortal can be friends?
Of course they can.
Just friends.
Yeah, friends with benefits, maybe. We don't know.
I don't know about that, man. I don't know if ghosts and
Pretty
mortals
far out,
can
man.
just. I don't think they can just be friends. It's sexy or
I
nothing.
think they can never be friends.
Yeah.
can't be.
I
It's
think
true.
you're being naive.
It's true. It's true. No, it's true.
I think you're very
right.
Pollyanna-ish about this. Oh yeah, ghosts and mortals can be friends. Yeah, yeah. Show me one example.
Can't think of one.
They always
be
end
one.
up
It is.
fucking and hurting each
That's
other
right. They do.
emotionally.
It was all very enjoyable. The next morning, I felt a pang of guilt. My husband wouldn't be back for another few days, and I thought I must have had this fever dream, this dirty, filthy sex dream that I may never recover.
I've got to say, I don't have many sex dreams, but I don't think mutually masturbating with a ghost is very filthy.
No,
Or dirty.
No.
It
can't-
feels quite clean.
It'd be hard to confess to it to your husband when he gets home.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't think he'd be as annoyed about the whole cheating as maybe the whole.
think
ghost
mental
stuff.
illness stuff.
The mental illness stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, this is the movie Field of Dreams. That's what that's based on.
It's exactly that.
Kevin Costner masturbates with a team of baseballers on a baseball pitch that he mows for himself.
Is this this is the film?
He doesn't masturbate, but he
Okay.
makes a baseball field for ghosts.
Okay. But he doesn't
On a farm.
masturbate.
No
Be very
masturbating.
clear about that.
No masturbating. It's got Kevin Costner in it though. Field of Dreams.
Which-
That was the fact that was
It's a
true.
good film. Field of Dreams, good film.
Yeah, I actually
Great film.
I watched it recently.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Stands up?
Stands up. It's good. It's
film.
fun. It's fun.
You're recommending it?
Sure.
If you want to watch it.
Sure,
Yeah.
but this is Ghosts on Farms. If you like the genre of Ghosts on Farms, this is in
Well, I didn't know I
This
did,
is the
but
one.
since Rosie
You really like it.
read it, well.
So she, but yeah, masturbate. I think, but Kevin Costner in this has to tell his wife. There's some ghosts telling me to make a baseball field.
Yeah.
And she's
Yeah.
like, and she goes, your thing, go and do
Your
it.
thing if you want it.
yeah.
Yeah.
If it's important to you.
Yeah.
The next
Just
night.
don't masturbate.
You don't.
Swear to me. It's your uncle's dying wish. Don't masturbate with a ghost. The next night it happened again. I know technically that because he's a ghost, I might not have anything to worry about. Is it even cheating? But it sure feels, I think we said before, that if you have a condom on, it's not cheating.
Yeah, that's right.
So our idea of cheating.
I asked if that was true.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure.
Yeah, not sure.
I just heard. It's not actually touching.
But it sure feels a lot more real than I ever thought it could, and certainly has got me thinking up a storm. What should I do? All right, so tall Rosie, what would you do, Tim, in a situation like this if you were tall Rosie?
I just don't know where to begin with Rosie.
Yeah.
She could have it all. She could have
She
a
could.
cake and she could eat it.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, she could eat that cake.
Yeah, if one of your cakes is a ghost, you can eat it.
It's true.
But she can't eat it, but she can look
I
at it.
think, given that her tiny little husband keeps going into town to buy wine bars,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and she says,
Fuck him.
he says to her,
You wouldn't understand, yeah.
You wouldn't understand what I do in the city.
Yeah.
I'd say he's having more corporeal affairs.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think he is too.
And
Yeah.
if she needs to get off with a poltergeist every now and then, I think
Fine.
go for it.
Live your best life.
Live your best life.
But what if she falls pregnant and then she's got to tell her husband,
Yeah, talk
I've
about
got
a ghost
ghost
came
baby.
and made me pregnant.
through mutual masturbation.
Remember what happened the last time that happened?
Yeah.
A whole religion
Our
was
whole
spawned.
religion.
That's true. Yeah, that's right. So that's what could happen. A whole
Yeah.
religion could be spawned out.
A new religion.
In a farmhand. Yeah.
Can I be boring? Do people really think this is just a Reddit
This is a Reddit
category
person.
where they're just doing their sex fantasies
Yeah,
for
yeah.
fun? It's a short story.
It's a short story.
Yeah. Do
Yeah,
people,
we don't-
do
we're not
people
believing
believe?
it's
I
real.
think people believe in ghosts. though.
Absolutely. Yeah,
No, I'm
yeah.
not saying you believe it's real, but does she? Is there? There are actual friends of mine who believe in ghosts.
Wow. Yeah. It's interesting. Dave had a ghost in his house.
Oh, I don't believe.
believe
But
it's ghost.
this was an interesting situation that happened.
Yeah.
And it was for starters, the house looked haunted. So
Yeah.
your brain's already in this
Yeah,
space
you're
going.
Yeah.
Oh, hang on. Could have been, but there was
Some ghosty stuff going on.
ghosty stuff.
It's just
Wasn't
that,
fucking.
Like if I were Rosie and this was my concern wouldn't be whether or not to tell my husband. My concern would be that all the physics of the universe are not what we thought they were.
Yeah.
That
Yeah,
would be, that'd be more
blow
my
your
concern.
brain.
I'd
Yeah.
be like, there's other things to worry about than whether or not you're being unfaithful.
You
to
actually
your
saw a
tiny
ghost and
husband.
no one else ever has.
Anyway, apart from that, I think she should just wank on, Big Rosie.
Wank on. Just get your wank on.
Go for it.
Get your wank on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because it's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you're enjoyable. Your husband's away a lot. He talks down to you all the time.
What
Well,
about
talks
if
up
you? What about if your husband, you're talking down, talking up husband goes away a lot, and
Yeah.
you're on your farm. Picture her on a farm, and
Got it.
what if it was not a ghost, and you just have a farmhand that you mutually masturbate with every now and then? Like,
I think it's fun.
Is that
I
all
wouldn't
right?
worry about it. I wouldn't worry about it. Just masturbating with them, not touching.
It might not be a ghost. It could. This guy could have just
This is what I reckon.
been
Yeah.
caught walking through
Yeah.
a field,
Yeah.
and she's gone, "What are you doing?" And he's
I
gone,
died a century previously.
I've been walking for 100 years.
I'm a ghost.
And she goes, "Oh, fair enough.
Okay, cool.
I've
I've only seen you've been seen by you and Carol.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
It does
I'm
sound
a
legit.
ghost. Let's mutually masturbate.
That's a good
And
pickup
Rosie's
line.
like, okay, that checks out. Yeah.
That checks out.
Yeah.
No follow-up
Let's get
questions.
on it. No follow-up questions.
Would he have called it 100 years ago when
Yeah.
he was walking, or when he was alive? Would they have called it mutually masturbating?
They would have a different word.
Yeah,
It would be a different word. He
would've
wouldn't have
been
said,
like,
"Let's mutually masturbate."
No.
He would have said,
What does that mean?
"Yeah."
Let's fiddlesticks.
You know.
Let's-
yeah,
yeah,
let's
that's
do the
right.
fiddlesticks.
Yeah. Duo frig.
Duo frig.
A duo frig.
You want duo frig?
Rosie, a duo frig. What? How do you say it in your
In your realm.
You know, finger
Till on the
banging,
toddle.
You know, like
Finger bang.
rubbing
bang,
one out.
definitely.
You know, fizzy in the bunghole.
Well, the end of that, we had 4 gorgeous confessions from 4 lovely people. If we had to cast one of these as a major motion picture,
We're two studio
Rosie.
executives who've got
Two
a,
studio
We've had
executives.
4 pitches.
Yep.
And we'll make one into a movie.
we got to greenlight
Not
one of them.
cat shitter. I think the rom-com...
Sexy
the
Carol?
wine bar is the rom-com.
The wine bar.
Sexy
Yeah,
Sue
great.
just makes me feel icky.
Sexy Sue.
Yeah.
Shitting a cat makes me feel icky.
So it's Michael.
Rosie and the Ghost sounds like a sort of cheap porno, which would be fun.
Yeah.
I'd watch it, but I wouldn't.
Wine
couldn't
bar,
like it.
wine bar. That's a
Wine bar's a rom-com.
But I
Yeah.
think it sort of it comes back to someone achieving their dreams and realizing what they really want.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but because they've started with a lie, it's very frustrating as a viewer because you're like, the trouble is it's built on a lie.
That's what you want.
Yeah.
But then it all works out.
But
But
would
it
you
turns
want-
out she was lying about something.
But she gets
too.
pissed off with him at the end. There's got to be come to the door in the rain, and it's like, Anna, please, Anna.
Yeah,
It's
gorgeous
I know
Anna.
I lied, but
But the wine bar
but I
could be
love
called
you.
it could be called like fixed rate or something like that. Like because he's
Fixed
a
rate.
mortgage
Yeah,
rate.
that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fixed rate.
Yeah.
And the R's like a wine glass or something.
Yeah,
They do
that's
that.
right.
Yeah.
R? Is that what you'd choose?
Oh, the A?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. The X
Oh,
could
the
be a
I.
wine glass.
The I makes sense.
You're an idiot.
That's not very nice.
The R is a wine glass. Fucking hell, Sam.
All right,
doing
you're
so
fine.
well.
You're leading up the marketing for it.
Yeah.
yeah. Let's make every letter a
like-
wine glass.
For fixed
It doesn't
rate.
work.
So who's playing?
Yeah, who's playing Michael?
Michael. Who do you cast as that? Do you might
yeah.
have some connections?
Ryan
Michael and Anna.
Gosling.
Oh, he's hot right
Ryan
now.
Gosling.
Is he
Yeah, he's
available?
hot right
though?
now.
Yeah, he's available for this story.
For this, don't worry.
Well,
make himself-
there's the strike on at the moment, so maybe we can get him out to Australia and
Yeah.
we can sort of
Yeah.
bypass the strike. And we
Yeah.
should-
Oh, that'd be contentious.
What about Anna and the cokehead Max?
Max?
Oh, great! Yeah, Max
Yeah,
is good.
don't forget about
like,
Max.
I'm thinking. I think he's too
going.
old now, but like a Risa Farnes style sort of
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah.
style.
Reese. We could get Reese.
A
Someone.
bit messy. Because you've got to be a messy person that you can...
Or who's the guy who plays Toast of London? What's his name?
Oh, Matt Berry.
Matt Perry.
Berry?
Is he available?
Matt Berry.
Yeah, Matt Berry.
Yeah,
Is
he'd
he
be
available?
good.
We get him. He's got
Yeah.
a great voice.
He'd be funny.
He'd be a messy
Yeah.
cokehead.
And I think that's a real funny part.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
is. Yeah. He's got missing for a long stretch.
And when
of
he
time.
wakes up in the forest too. and then
Yeah.
tagged
Yeah. That's he's tagged.
with a
And,
tag up his butt
Yeah, that's right.
with an Apple Air
We
tag.
could have Sexy Sue as well.
Sexy Sue can play a small role.
She can play.
I think it should be fun just as a customer in the wine bar.
Yeah.
Sexy Sue and the dad.
Or
Yeah.
a woman
With his-
looking for a better mortgage deal.
Yeah, she comes in. Not here.
Not here. I'm not even here.
Oh,
You the
because-
mortgage broker? Shut up.
What? No. Yeah,
What are you doing at this wine bar?
You shouldn't be
Shut up,
here.
Anna's coming out from the loo. You shat in a cap.
Who's Anna?
Me.
Because that's him. You're going to play
I
Anna?
could play Anna.
Okay, great.
Doesn't
That's
have to
fair.
be. Doesn't. We just assumed that Anna was a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't know.
Usually.
Yeah. It's disgusting that we did that.
No.
Yeah, okay, so Tim is Anna.
No, who would we cast?
Well, could it be a Rachel McAdams type?
Oh,
Yeah, do we want a Rachel
That's-
McAdams type? Do we want Isla Fisher?
That'd be good.
Isla Fisher,
Do we want Asha Keddy? Do we want Emily Tahini? I'm just throwing it.
Asha Keddy.
Yeah.
She's
Actually,
she,
it's
she would not be available. She's
Unfortunately,
busy.
they're all my age. We're all gone for rom-coms, I'm afraid. Unless it's like a divorcee rom-com.
Oh, you got to go. Yeah, like someone younger.
Yeah,
Like,
so
who's that?
we'd
Like
see all
Anguri
that.
Rice. Oh, who was in Upright with you? She's in Game of Thrones.
Millie Alcock.
She's hot right
Yeah,
now.
she's pretty hot.
hot
We
right
can get
now.
her. Yeah.
We get her.
You got it. You could just get her.
Yeah, you could just get
Do you
her.
wanna- Why don't you give her a
Gonna call her now.
I had
Call
to
her now.
beg her to do Upright season 2.
So you think if you called her about a
Sort of rom-com about a wine bar. She'd do it.
Yeah,
I'm not
but,
sure-
but
I'm not
explain
sure
to
she's
Tim
a
that the
comic
R
actor.
is the wine glass.
Yeah, I should be in
She,
there.
don't worry,
Yeah.
she's in.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah,
Millie.
okay.
and
Well, she
the-
might know someone.
some young
What about
She might know someone
what about
that could
who's
be.
the girl with the blood nose from Stranger Things?
Oh, Millie
Oh
Bobby
yeah,
Brown.
Millie Bobby Brown.
Bobby Brown.
We
But
can
all
get
the
her.
Millies. They have to
So
be
just a
Millies.
cast of
gotta be a
Millies.
Millie.
Yeah, okay. It has to
Millions
be a
of
Millie.
Millies.
Yeah, great. Okay, that's
Get-
beautiful. Okay, so
Get me a Millie and a
Billy.
a Millie and a
Billy.
Billy. Oh, we need someone with Billy
Sorry,
because that was
young
Millie
Billy.
and Billy starring
Zane.
in Billy Zane and one of the Millies. That's creepy.
Billy Zane, Billy Crudup. Was
Billy
it?
Crudup.
Is there no young
That's
Billies?
it.
Any young
Naomi's
Billies? Billy
Billie
Corgan?
Eilish.
Billy
Billie
Eilish.
Eilish.
Ooh. Billie
Is there
Eilish.
any young Billy actors in the Timothy Chalamet sort of mode?
We just get
Timothy
Tim in
Chalamet,
after we
right.
change his name.
Yeah, Billy Chalamet.
Billamy
Shamalam.
Chalamet.
Shamalam. Billamy Shamalam.
Bigamy.
Billamy
Chalamet.
Shamalam.
Amazing.
Got a ring to it.
We're going to offer you the part,
Yeah.
but there's a catch. You have to change your name to Billamy Chalamet.
That's quite good. I like that. Now,
You don't have to audition.
Don't worry. Actually, don't worry about it. No one's auditioning.
This is an offer.
Yeah.
It's just a
There's
hot
catering.
offer. Don't worry, there's catering. Good day rate.
And you get a
Really
better percentage of the back end
That's right, yeah.
as well.
That's nice. Yeah, pardon picker.
Going to do festivals.
Maybe. We don't know. We're not too concerned about it, to be honest.
And we're shooting it on our
We're really
phones.
It's all on our phones.
We're
Portrait.
shooting it on our phones.
Yeah, okay.
Bigamy
Portrait
Shyamalan
mode.
in
Billamy Chalamoon.
the wine bar.
This is good. This is good. With the R as the
Yeah,
wine glass,
has
yeah.
a wine
No,
glass.
fixed rate.
Look it up.
Oh, maybe it's called the wine bar, but it says there's no such thing as a fixed rate or something.
Oh,
That's
a
yeah,
tag.
wine bar. There's no such thing as a fixed rate.
Yeah, that's great.
What about wine bar? The R is a wine glass. That could be the.
Yeah, and then in brackets it just says marketing.
Take a closer look.
Look at it. Look, marketing. Look it up.
Look it up.
Dave Lawson, thank you so much for joining me on the podcast. How do
so
people
much
find you're not on Instagram?
Yeah,
You lurk.
I use it for lurking.
Yeah,
I
you just
don't
lurk.
post.
Just
I
looks.
don't. I just you'll know.
You'll know I'm there. Don't worry, you'll know.
Just know that I've seen your post.
But iView, ABC
iView.
iView, you've got.
I-
You watch all of it, but Utopia in particular,
iView.
really good.
Utopia.
Yeah.
Tim Minchin is on all of the social medias. You can just look up Tim Minchin.
Try not to be, but there
Try
I
not
am.
to be, but he's there. And
Oh, Wikipedia.
yeah, can you look up Tim's Wikipedia page?
Yeah, I'm on Wikipedia. Check me out on Wikipedia. It's really
Plug.
Wikipedia's sort of accurate, but like just focuses on like there's just a whole page on sort of things I said 20 years ago, and then
Right.
very little about the last 15 years. of
Yeah,
my
yeah.
life.
The Matilda film is on. Is on.
Yeah,
so
watch
good.
the
It's
Matilda
so good.
film on Netflix. That's
Yeah,
good.
it's so good. Yeah.
Upright's on Binge on Foxtel. That's good.
Yep.
Uh,
And of course,
live
the-
shows.
the
Lots of
latest
live
tour.
shows.
my,
Latest tour.
my tour's sold out.
Can't wait to
I
see
can't
it.
get tickets. Good
Be
luck.
quicker
Good luck
than
getting a
I
ticket, you
got
losers.
tickets.
Quicker next time.
I got 2 tickets.
Did you?
Yeah.
Who are you going with?
By himself.
Gone by myself.
You're just taking up two
Yeah,
seats.
And
No, he's
and I have my
got this
email.
farmhand.
Goes.
And my email that I sent to Tim when I was 15
Yeah,
sits next
sits
to me.
next to
So I feel close to
In
him.
a cap.
In a cap. Well, Tim Minchin, thank you so much
It's
for
a
joining me on
pleasure.
the
It's
podcast.
very nice to be here again. Let's do it again sometime.
Absolutely. I'm so sorry about the flies.
a lot of
Dave
fun.
Lawson,
It's
thank you so
starting
much
to
for joining
bug me.
Good night, Australia.
Bye.
Thank you so much, you two. That was great.